And on the other side, Ribu and Mudassir. What about you, Brad?
Oh, I just hope Gagan picks up today. He's been pretty good. I've been pretty impressed with his technique. And Ribu, I want to see him do a lot better. Mudassir as well, who I've mentioned before. Mudassir hasn't been at his best early on in the tournament. The last game, he really stood up with both bat and ball. There's Ribu.
Here we go. In fact, it's going to be Zayn who'll open the batting with Wasim. So it's the round to hell gang which will start proceedings for the Rajasthan Rangers, and you could just hear a roar from the crowd. Zayn is a really popular man. He's shown glimpses of form in this tournament. But here are the Mumbai Disruptors, just playing to avoid that wooden spoon.
Showing glimpses. They need more than that in this particular fixture. They need to have a victory, Rajasthan, just to go home just with a little bit of a smile.
I hope this hurdle isn't as long as the one they had before their previous game. That went on and on and on.
What can they be talking about? Because they know that they're out of the competition now.
It's done, thankfully. Well, you can talk all the philosophy you want, but if you don't execute on the field, it's absolutely pointless, isn't it?
That's why I try and keep my mouth shut. And that's the disappointing thing about Mumbai. It's not about the talking, it's about the acting. They haven't acted as the cricketers that they actually are. And they should be good at it.
Yeah, the meetings, you just have to actually go and execute. Zayn Saifi, as I said, shown glimpses of form, 89 in 7 matches with a best of 37, not out. And Wasim, he's actually looked pretty good when he's batted out there.
Best of 54, 126 runs at a strike rate of 233. Yeah, he hasn't been too bad. Hasn't been too bad. And that's one thing I despise, is meetings just for the fact of having a meeting. Munawar is going to open the bowling. But, you know, why have pointless meetings? Life is too short to waffle on.
Sometimes it's important to show that you're doing something.
Why show people that you're doing something when you're doing actually nothing? Impression, acting, and that's what Mumbai are. Munawar starts off, captain to captain. Oh, there we go. Zayn off strike now with 1.
Yes, goes off strike with 1. That spun away. And it was a little bit tricky for the fielder at point. Yeah, talking about meetings, I was listening to this great story. It was actually from the world of football, where Jose Mourinho spent the entire halftime break just talking to Mario Balotelli, telling him, you're on a yellow card, don't commit a foul, don't commit a foul. And the first minute after play started, he committed a foul and was out.
Was him. Bang. Munawar in trouble early. The moral of that story is, when you're trying to get the message across to someone, you don't say don't. You say, right, I want you to play positive soccer, but play fair. Don't put the negative in the back of the mind as Wasim goes bang bang for a second time.
That's another wave super 6 by Prasar Bharati. This is what Wasim is good at. Look at that balance. His head is so still when he plays that shot.
Just a quick test of that. Don't get a yellow card. If I say, think of a red elephant, what are you thinking about?
Absolutely. And that's gone all the way for another wave 6 by Prasar Bharati. Yeah, and whenever... That's what, when I was climbing to the top of the MCG, going over to the last row, and I've got a fear of heights, and then someone told me don't look down. Guess what I did?
You looked up?
Not a wipe.
My wedding with Cheryl back home. Had a person, a friend, that's been recognised as someone that can deliver the ceremony. And I'm up there with the best man and another mate who's delivering the ceremony, getting us married. And Cheryl's a little late as usual, as all wives are. 19 for no loss, Rajasthan. That saved my bacon.